classic deserves another in honor of today's 136th Kentucky Derby. We are off to the races with the official drink at Churchill Downs, the Mint Julep. I love that. An estimated 80,000 will be served at the track by this evening. And here to show us how to make one, our chef on a shoestring, Cooks Illustrated, Doc Willoughby. Don't forget the swimsuit issue that they've got. It's fantastic. But he also wrote along some classic Derby recipes, all on our $40 budget. Doc, great to see you,
nice
as always.
See you too.
Let's talk about first exactly what we do have on the menu today. What are we serving?
We have some baked cheddar grits, Kentucky Burgoo stew. We have a lemon chess pie, and for dessert, the mint julep.
A Burgoo stew. Never heard of it.
Burgoo stew. It's been made in Kentucky since before colonial times, and they used to make it in huge cauldrons, and they'd throw in whatever they had: possum, deer, chicken. They had like 8 or 9 kinds of meat, and they cook it all day. So today, we're going to make one with a few less kinds of meat.
Excellent. Some more traditional meats.
So we're going to start out with cheddar grits. Okay. So first, you got to make the grits. So I'm going to let you do that.
And no such thing as instant grits.
We're using the real thing.
Homemade grits, everybody at home.
So you just slowly pour that in there while you're whisking. You got to keep whisking the whole time.
And what am I whisking it in here?
Well, usually it's water. We did a little water with heavy cream and Tabasco, just because it's Derby Day.
Ooh, so, Tabasco.
Yeah, you're going to cook that about 15 minutes, and it's going to end up looking something like this. So
that's
it's nice
your consistency
and thick.
after 15?
That's what you're looking for after about 15 minutes. Nice and thick.
How about a temperature here? What, as far as the temperature?
You cook it on medium. You just want it to be simmering. And then we're going to add a cup of cheddar cheese and some nice pepper for a little bite, and some eggs, because we're going to make it basically into a sort of a casserole dish. So you just want to stir that all together.
How many eggs? How many eggs did you
put in?
4 eggs. 4 eggs?
Yep. Okay. Make that all into a nice smooth mixture, and then what you do is you pour it into this baking dish, top it with some more cheddar cheese, and I'll show you what comes out of the oven.
Let's pop it in the oven.
Yep.
Now bring it out of the oven.
10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, you have your cheddar grits, which are really
that?
delicious.
Cheese grits, everybody. Cheese grits.
Cheddar cheese grits. Now we're going on to the main course.
Main course.
You got your Burgoo stew.
Burgoo stew. I love it.
So we're making it today with beef and chicken.
Okay.
And of course you got to brown them, because that's anytime you make something in a stew, you have to brown it.
Yep.
So we've already browned them.
Got it.
Then we're going to put in a bunch of onions and put in a little bit of flour, because this is going to be a thickener, and you want to cook it before you put it in there. So we're going to cook it with the onions.
And like you said before, you can use any meats you want.
Any meats you want. But they often use lamb these days. We left the lamb out because it's a little expensive.
Yeah,
so
you got
you have to have at least 2 meats. That's the rule. So we're going to put some garlic in here. A little garlic. And you would cook this down until it was nice and soft, about 7 minutes. But we're just going to go ahead here. Add some tomatoes.
Tomatoes, okay.
And you use canned tomatoes this time of year because they're actually better quality.
Yep.
And of course chicken stock. And here is one of our secret ingredients, a full ¼ cup of Worcestershire sauce.
Real love Worcestershire.
You want to get that deep, meaty flavor that you would have if you were using possum. So we're going to use Worcestershire sauce.
And who doesn't cook with possum?
Everybody cooks with possum. All right,
salt, a little pepper.
A little salt and pepper. You're going to cook that down, and then you add the meats back, cook it for about ½ an hour, take the meats out, and then you add in lima beans, corn, and potatoes. So you're going to end up with a stew of many ingredients.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. It's rich, it's meaty, it's got a lot of deep flavor, and it's not real expensive.
How long is that on the stove for?
It's on the stove about an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, okay.
So you really want a quick cooking.
And it's got so many great flavors and so many great scents that you can smell.
See if we have a spoon for you here.
A spoon here. Let's move on to the mint julep, because I'm going to need a beverage for this.
Mint julep. The secret to the mint julep is muddling the mint. You want to take some mint, just a teaspoon of sugar, and you put a little water in there, because sugar doesn't dissolve easily in alcohol. So you just muddle it up. That's the whole secret. Pour in your
Don't forget
bourbon.
the mint leaves.
You pour in your bourbon.
Lots of bourbon.
And then you put a mint sprig on top, and the secret is you're supposed to drink it with your nose right up against the mint, so you get all those aromatics.
Love it. Oh, so good.
Not bad for a morning drink.
That's
right?
strong. Wow. Cow.
You use a lot of ice so that as you drink it, the ice
Not enough ice.
Makes it.
Guys, come on in. You want to talk about a good stiff drink?
Doesn't the mint julep? It just sounds like such a lovely, refreshing drink, and then you take it and you're like,
no,
it's refreshing. Really kind of depends on how much alcohol is in it.
Because you had a top 3. We have a how low can you go? And we're going to see exactly how you did compared to some of our other past chef on a shoestrings.
Here's your total.
Okay, well, you came in at $39.88, which is under the $40 budget.
Sure.
But, you know, from a top 3 standpoint, sadly, it's not a win, place, or show for you.
But it's Derby Day. You got to be extreme.
It is. Unfortunately, you finished far on the outside.
Hey, you have enough of these, you're a winner today, right?
Great. Yeah, really great stuff. And it's making the beef burgoo go down
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.